week.
Welcome, welcome. We here.
No, I'm just
We're
kidding,
sitting
everybody.
here, just sitting,
We sit.
hanging out.
We sit real good.
Yep, we got Hobbs with us this time.
Yeah, she's back.
She hasn't sat with us for a while.
Our successful guest, Hobbs.
Yeah.
Uh,
Everybody's favorite.
you know what's funny, Sam? We actually have lots of
You
friends.
about to ask me for a belly rub, aren't you? Aren't you? You want a belly rub?
I mean, like...
give it to her. Better
like
give it to her.
the English speaker over here. Hobbs is like, boo. No, she's a good girl.
She's a good girl.
I love my dog. Hobbs actually hasn't been chilling with us lately because I think she's sick of our shit.
Do you think that's why? I think she's just really, really happy that your mom's home.
I think that
I think
as
she
well.
was very, very convinced and scared that maybe your parents were gone forever.
Just dead, yeah.
Yeah,
that's interesting to say.
Again?
Because I think
Again.
that Hobbs has separation anxiety for
so
sure.
So bad.
When back in August, my family and I went on a trip to BC because my brother was getting married. And we were all gone. I was gone. Me and Sam were gone for a week. Then my parents were gone for like a month.
Yeah.
So I think in Hobbs' little brain, she thought they were dead.
Yeah.
Honestly, she thought they were never coming back.
Yeah.
I've never seen Hobbs happier until my parents came back. Mm-hmm. I've never seen her react that way before. Mm-hmm. She got like really like, oh my God.
She was very thankful to see your mom again, especially your mom.
We get loud in here and like we joke and make voices and like maybe there's just some noises that Hobbs is like, I am trying to sleep right now.
Her little dog ears are just like, I hate this so much. I can't stand this.
Bastards, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But how has your week been, Sam?
My week was good. Yeah, you know what? No. My week was good. I'm very used to giving, like, mediocre responses.
My week was shitty. I fucking hate my week.
But, like, I had my first really good day that I can remember in a very long time.
What happened?
Usually my days are either just, like, you know, like, the worst thing doesn't happen or, like, a bunch of the worst things happen and it's the fucking worst. But, like, I had my first really good day in a very long time and it felt really good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
A bunch of shit went my way and a bunch of nice stuff just kind of happened. And yeah, like...
Could you talk about
what
happened?
I'll expand. So, what's today? We're recording this on a Wednesday. So
the next few podcasts are going to be recorded in bulk because we can't record for 2 weeks after this.
Literally nobody cares.
Well, you know what? Giving updates. I think people care.
But, Monday, I worked 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., which is a shift that I work a lot. I'm very used to it. It's not ideal, but I'm used to it. And Mondays are tough at my job because of my job. There are 2 daycares that place orders with my job. And they're large and, you know, it's their food for the week. So they're always very large and they're always
and in charge,
cumbersome and heavy. You know, like the one daycare orders like 5 bags of milk.
Can I get like 15 bags of rolled salt?
Exactly. And like we have these like plastic totes that we place the orders into and like their bread alone, like the amount of bread that they order between like the loaves of bread and the English muffins and the bagels and the like snack bites or whatever. It takes up an entire tote in and of itself. I need a whole bin just for the bread.
Do you think, if I can interrupt for a moment, that people abuse or not? Excuse
Absolutely.
me. Like,
yeah.
I'll bleep that out.
Yeah.
But, like, do you think that people abuse your service?
Absolutely. To lift stuff that they don't want to lift. They're like, well, while I'm not picking this up, I may as well order like 14 sacks of potatoes.
I'll
and
take
I'm like,
all of your
why?
Gatorade 24 cases. Just give me all of them. Give me all of them.
Cam, you have no idea. And like I've spoken before about the one customer who comes weekly and orders 9 2-liter bottles of Coke. 9
every week?
Every week.
Just to drink?
Yes, I assume so. And like I talk about this on the episode, but like I open up the trunk to put the stuff in and I see like hockey bags. So clearly
so
like,
for, like kids or a team or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
exactly.
So like, yeah, you use it, but like there are certainly some people who have like, I have no doubt in my mind that at some point one of our customers have said, fuck it. It's not like I have to lift it up. You know what I mean? Like,
be like, you know what? Yeah, I will take that extra 4 bags of potatoes.
No, it is a lot of potatoes, but like I don't have to lift
Yeah.
it. So yeah, but anyways, the daycares. So they place an order every week, and it's usually really annoying because I have to pick this large order and then I have to pick the regular amount of orders. But I looked at the schedule of orders for the day, and there were 3 orders for our 9 a.m. time slot, and there was nothing until 2 p.m. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah, it was the 2 large orders and 1 decently sized order. So I just like blasted through those. Those were done before like I started at 6. They were honestly done by like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Wow, nice.
And then like my second coworker came in, and we just started like working through the afternoon, and it was really smooth and it was really easy, and it was really like everything was copacetic. And I went for my lunch break, and I'd packed a lunch. But I saw at the hot deli they had my favorite soup on.
Oh
which
shit.
is chicken thigh. And
you know what's really funny about this story you're telling right now?
What?
Is that the lives we live, like I wouldn't describe my life as like terribly interesting, but I don't think that that's a bad thing. We take every day so day by day that when there's a good day, like, oh, my part-time job was just a little less garbage.
Yeah, literally.
And you ride that high for like the rest of the
I'm
week.
Ecstatic. I'm in ecstasy. But yeah, they had my favorite soup on, so I got my favorite soup for lunch. I remembered that I had like, so at my work, if you do a really good job and somebody notices, like a manager notices, they have these things called Eat Your Words, which is it's a free it's a coupon
like a
for
meal
like
voucher.
Yeah, it's a meal voucher. That's what it is. They have meal vouchers that you can use at the hot deli. So I had some meal vouchers stocked up in my locker that I've been saving for when I was in a bind, and I was like, you know what? I have this cold. This is my favorite soup. It's almost never here, and I'm having a good day anyway. So let's make a good day.
Right?
Let's make a good day better. Let's make a good day better. So I forewent my packed lunch, and I had my favorite soup for lunch. And I just sat and I, listened to podcasts, and I had a nice little meal. That was really good.
Nobody fucking came up to you and like tapped you in the shoulder and was like, "Hey, I see you with headphones on, but I want to talk to you."
Yeah, which is the thing that happens, and it pisses me off. But
so yeah, if you work with Sam, stop that shit.
Yeah, stop that shit.
I'll break your legs.
Leave me alone. I have to be so social for my entire job. And I will be nice to you on the floor, and I will be nice to you if we run into each other in public. But when I am at work, just leave me alone and let me be tired, please, for the love of God. And yeah, and then had my favorite soup for lunch. And
which is what? What's your favorite soup?
I said it already. It's chicken thigh.
I don't think you said it on the podcast.
Yes, I did. They were listening. You were not listening.
Listen. I don't think you said it.
Everybody, like, comment, and subscribe if you heard that I said that my favorite soup was chicken thigh.
Cameron, when you're editing this later, put the clip of Sam saying it right here.
I want, but she did say it.
Yeah. So, I went back to work, and I was just sort of puttering along, and one of the supervisors were like, Sam, did you go for your last break? Because when you work 8 hours, you get 2 15-minute and a half-hour lunch.
Right.
She's like, did you go for your last 15? And I was like, no. And she was like, okay, well, since you missed your last break, do you want to, you can take it. It'll be like really close to when you're done, or you can just leave at 2:15. Like, you could just leave early.
Which is the right answer.
And I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, like, to be honest, I was pretty tired and my feet were hurting, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to push through. I'm going to get out at 2:15. So I took that option. I got out of work early, but got paid.
Well, of course,
got out early, but still got paid.
Because you didn't take that break, so you still got paid for your whole shift.
Mm-hmm.
No. Mm-hmm. That's the good shit.
It was great. I wish I could do that all the time, to be perfectly honest. And so that was really well. Like, that went my way. They never do that, by the way. They've done, like it's happened before. Like, I have taken my break. I have taken my 15 minutes break half an hour before my shift is over. They've made me go on break before for
really?
that, instead of just saying you can leave early. But this particular supervisor was like, do you want to go home early instead? And I was like, yeah.
Yes, I'll fucking kiss you. Yes.
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. So that was really good. And then I had to pick up some stuff for my other job at Greenlight Arts, which is a company I don't mind name dropping.
No. I won't bleep that out.
No. So I had to do some stuff for them, and I technically had to do work after I was done work, but it's so fulfilling to me, and I love Matt and Karen so much that I did not mind, and I was actually looking forward to it. So we're trying to decorate the lobby of the theater that they're currently occupying for Christmas.
Cool.
So we were asking for people to kindly donate any Christmas decorations that they had lying around but weren't using. So this one woman that we know said that she had some spare stuff, so I went to her house, and she was very nice. I've talked to her before. She's actually done work for the company before, so we've seen each other in passing. And like, she was lovely, and we chatted for a little bit, and like, that was a super positive interaction. And then I got to go back to the office, and actually no, I didn't go back to the office. I actually went to Matt and Karen's house because they were working from home that day. And like, we had a nice conversation. Matt just wrapped up a show, so he gave me some of the gossip on that, which was really, really nice.
Yeah.
It's always nice to talk shit with Matt and Karen. They're excellent mentors, but they're also excellent shit talkers.
Amazing.
And it's so great. It's the perfect balance for me.
Do you think that they would want that out there? I'm actually like, if you say no, I'm going to edit this whole part out.
Yeah. No, I mean that jokingly. Of
course.
They're very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very nice
you
about their
message
community.
From your boss tomorrow, like,
Yeah.
so I listened to your podcast.
Yeah.
4 weeks from now.
I mean, I didn't say who they were talking shit about.
Yeah.
And I didn't say what show they were talking shit
of course
about.
not.
You know,
You hear
so
that, Zachary? Talking about you.
there's no Zachary.
No, there was it's the first name that popped into my head.
Yeah.
You hear that, Paul McCartney?
But yeah, so that was really great. Getting to see Matt and Karen always makes me feel good inside and warm and fuzzy. And then I got to fucking go home.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I just chilled. And then Mom and I actually got to sit and have dinner together, and we just had a nice conversation. Like, it's nothing of substance to like remember, but it was a nice conversation with my mom, and I love those.
Yeah.
So it was nice to just like have it. She didn't make any of her like shady digs at me that she does but doesn't realize that she does sometimes.
Right.
You know, it was just nice. It was a nice, and she made a nice dinner. She made ham and like, you know, like roasted vegetables, which I love. I love roast vegetables.
Right.
It was just a good meal and a good talk with my mom.
You had a good chat. You had a good meal. Everything was tasty.
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't like, Paula's been smelling like shit lately. And like, she leans in close. She's like, you really need to wash your pussy. It's like, okay, you must know what that sounds like.
Yeah. No, like, it was just a good ass night. It was a good ass night.
You know what's crazy about being an adult?
Yeah.
There's a shift that happens when you grow up. Mm-hmm. When you're younger, you have to spend time with your parents because they're your primary life givers.
Yeah.
Like, if you're young enough and you're separated from your parents, your chance of death like doubles.
Yep.
So,
and like, for a good chunk of your life, like 90% of the time, if you go anywhere or do anything, they're there.
It's going to be with your parents, of course.
Yeah.
But then eventually, when you reach independence, you kind of feel like, oh, I want to get away. Like, I want to be my own person. Mm-hmm. I'm at the point in my adolescence where I actually want to spend time with my parents. And it's not
you're not in your adolescence.
What did I say?
You said adolescence.
But adulthood.
You said you're at the point in your adolescence.
Adulthood is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
At point of my adulthood, yeah. I just hit puberty last night.
Yeah.
I'm at the point in my adulthood where I actually genuinely want to shell out time to spend with my parents.
Yeah.
And it's like, that doesn't necessarily mean like we need to like go out and do stuff, but it's like, I'm really serious about dinners, and eating is very important to me.
Yeah.
More than just like
every Thursday after recording, we have dinner with your parents.
And I have dinner with my parents most, like 9 times out of 10. I'll have dinner with my parents like every day of the week.
Yeah.
And I always tell my friends, it's like, Brad will shoot me a message and be like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, you want to hang out?
Yeah.
It's my Brad voice.
Yeah.
You want to come hang out? He sounds nothing like that. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'd like to hang out, but I'm going to finish dinner first.
Yeah.
Because I like spending that time with my parents. I like chatting with them.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't sit together all the time.
And maybe not every conversation is like
super
electrifying.
Yeah, but sometimes we'll finish dinner and we'll talk for another 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. And like, eventually I'm like, I gotta go do stuff, or like I just want to sit alone for a little while.
Yeah.
But I really like shelling out that time to spend time with my family specifically.
Well, we're just at that point in our lives where our parents can really talk to us like humans.
Mm-hmm.
They don't talk to us like parent to child. Like we're still their children at the end of the day, but like they talk to us a little bit more normal now.
Definitely.
And
I can tell my parents my opinion and not have to mince my words.
Yeah.
And they'll accept the fact that their adult son is talking to them about this bullshit.
Yeah. It's nice. It's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really enjoying getting to learn who my mom is as a person, not as my mom, as Cindy the human being.
Right.
I like learning about that stuff, so it was just nice to get to do that. And do we talk about smoking weed on the podcast?
I mean, we brought it up like time to time.
Anyways, I hadn't smoked weed in a really long time, so I had a tiny bowl to myself, and I just got like the right amount of.
We're adults and we live in Canada. Yeah, we smoke fucking pot.
Yeah,
get
every
over
once
it.
in a while. So I just had the tiny bowl to myself before bed, and it was relaxing and nice. And the weed only enhanced my good mood and my good feelings, and I just got to feel that a little bit more. And I went to bed happy.
Yeah.
And I haven't done that in a really long time, so it felt good.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that your week was good.
Yeah.
And that you had a good week.
Yeah.
And that you could do these things that you like to do.
Yeah.
My week was good. It was a quiet week. I've been gearing up for months now. I mentioned this briefly, but I have a long-running D&D campaign that I Dungeon Master for, that we've been going for almost 2 years now. We've been on a very long break because I had this brilliant, quote-unquote brilliant, idea to do solo sessions for every character, which would then also double as like a time skip, effectively, like an anime like time skip where like characters change and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the massive undertaking that would be.
Well, yeah, you've done a fair amount of like traveling.
Yeah, like even,
you've made like house visits.
Yeah. Well, it's
like
funny.
a doctor.
Writing the sessions alone took a while. Every session's around 20 pages of just like stuff.
Oh my god.
Which is I've learned that translates to D&D. That means it's roughly every session's to be about 2 hours. And I've been right about that so far. So I've been writing 2 hours of content for all of my players. I have finally finished it. And now I've been actually playing them, and they've been fun. But I have 1.5 more to go, and then I'm back to playing more games. And I am very excited about that.
That's cool.
It's been ages since I've like really sat down with this group and played. We played individually now, but now we need to come back after this time skip. Yeah. It's amazing, right? Because like I talked to like Conrad, who's in my group and is a friend of yours as well, Sam, who's like
soon to be my roommate.
Yeah,
again.
Woo, living with Conrad.
Yeah,
come on the podcast. Conrad is like a D&D aficionado and like plays in a bunch of campaigns.
Yeah,
and it's something that's really interesting is that every time we come back to play my campaign, he makes this joke, which I do like. He always goes like, God, I gotta figure out like who this character is again. I gotta like re-enter the mind space, and I find that really fascinating because like I've been inundated with this world and characters for like months. It's literally like for a long time all I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
And I forget that like, oh, I really do have 100% of the context here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you have the entire overview of everything. Yeah, that makes total sense.
But I've been excited for that. Disney Plus came out.
Ooh, yes.
That's pretty cool.
I've been living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I think Disney Plus has been a great service. It had a little bit of a rocky launch, but what doesn't?
Did you hear that it got hacked already?
What? Really?
Yeah, somebody hacked in and like made a bunch of charges to like users' accounts and stuff like that.
I should double check my card.
Yeah.
I don't think I got charged on anything. Well, I would have gotten an email that was like, mysterious charge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it, Disney.
I know.
I was just about...
Well, a bunch of people were making the comment of like, you have the ability to hack into giant mainframes and you don't wipe out student debt? Like, come on.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You're here making you're making people's life harder.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it. You hacked the biggest media company in the world.
Yeah.
And you charged people money.
Yeah.
it's like,
you charged the wrong people money.
Ridiculous.
So.
Well, that's another interesting thing, right? Where it's like, I'm a little worried about society. Because... As we all are. But the reason why I'm worried is the amount of people who will run to the defense of these, like, multi-billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need your defense.
No, they don't care.
So a good example is...
Disney does not care about you.
No. A good example is, like, Martin Scorsese criticizing Marvel films. Mm-hmm. So, like, have you read about this?
I've read about it. I haven't read the actual quote because I'm trying to get my feelings hurt less.
So I read his whole criticism.
Yeah.
He's not being unfair, in my opinion. There's one thing I disagree with strongly.
What's that?
And that these movies aren't cinema. That's being disingenuous, in my opinion. Because even if you don't like Marvel films, I hate to break it to you, they're a part of cinema. They're a part of the cinema history.
Sorry, so you mean you don't agree with?
Yeah.
That's the one thing you don't agree with, but you
Yes.
actually agree with most of what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I think I heard that.
Sorry, because
backwards.
you were like looking at me like, what the fuck?
No,
Like,
I think I heard you say that you do agree with.
no, I don't agree.
And I was like, please, Cameron, I don't want to have this conversation with you.
I
ever.
do not agree
Okay.
that Martin Scorsese says Marvel films
Yeah.
aren't cinema.
Yeah.
I don't. I think that's disingenuous.
Yeah.
I do think that Martin Scorsese is fucking Martin Scorsese, and he can think whatever he likes. But the most apt comparison I heard of him was Marvel films are akin to that of roller coasters or amusement parks. They're very fun and colorful and enjoyable, and I think that's a really sound comparison. And I don't think that that's anything negative. I don't think he's even saying that they're bad movies. He's flat out says he just doesn't like them. Like, he doesn't enjoy them, but he doesn't say that they're bad.
Yeah. And you're entitled to that opinion.
Of course.
And, you know, like, certainly someone with a filmography such as Martin Scorsese can have that opinion.
Of course.
And have it matter.
Yeah.
Because he's Martin fucking Scorsese. Goodfellas. Like,
Yeah, really.
shit.
You made a lot of good fucking movies, buddy.
Yeah, he just like he like mutters under his breath in a soundproof room in the middle of the night. He's like, I think I want to make a movie with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci and
We're called The Irishman, put on
like
Netflix.
every single veteran male actor in Hollywood, and everyone's like, here's $35 billion.
Yeah.
Here you go.
That's actually why
Do you want to make this movie?
I'm really excited about The Irishman, because Netflix was like, we gave Martin Scorsese a blank check and
Yeah.
told him to make whatever he wants.
wanted.
Like, no,
Must be fucking nice.
there was no producer meddling. There was no like, hey, this isn't gonna work.
Must be
it was like
fucking nice.
100% creative freedom. You go nuts, Mr. Scorsese.
Must be fucking nice.
Must be fucking nice. I can't wait for that movie though.
What else did he say about the Marvel stuff though?
He expunged
Like, what were some of the things that you didn't agree with?
Those two things were pretty much the highlights of what I remember. He's released a few more statements that I haven't read.
Okay.
But basically the consensus is that like he basically I believe he extrapolated on what he believes to be cinema, what he considers cinema.
Okay.
Something along the lines of like cinema as opposed to, I guess, a movie.
Movies.
Is like conveying raw human emotion and less about the fantastical, which is what Marvel's more concerned with. Now, in my opinion, Marvel does a good job showing human emotion through their heroics and all these other things.
Yes. They explore very human things through
these like superhuman ideal, like
Yes.
these gods essentially.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know too much about his further statements, but that's kind of about what the buzz.
Okay.
Did you? So
I legitimately have not read the whole thing, so I don't want to say too much.
Mm-hmm.
But and yeah. I just see so much humanity and like the zeitgeist of like humanity right now in superhero movies.
that's what they're for.
Just as much as I do in like I mean, I haven't seen this movie yet, but like a Phantom Thread or like
Right.
like I'm trying to think of another like Oscar baity, like
Shape of You, the Ed Sheeran song.
no, the Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know, like Moonlight and stuff like that. Like maybe not to the you know, the gravitas of these movies, but when I'm trying to think, you know, like the plight of someone like Black Panther, where like T'Challa has this like responsibility to his people and his elders and his history and his bloodline, but he disagrees with it, and the pain but also the satisfaction and the stick-to-itness of knowing what is the right move to make, and you're an adult now and really taking hold of that and making your life for yourself and making your world for yourself. Like, I mean, like, I certainly am dealing with that right now. You know, I'm certainly looking to the people who were authority figures in my life, people that I looked up to, and saying, actually, you were wrong.
Okay.
Like, you were so wrong.
So you said I'm going through that right now, and I'm like, what mystical heritage are you fucking talking about? You're not some
I am
Black Panther
descendant.
queen. Like,
No.
you're not some African queen.
No, I'm too light-skinned for that. But
I see your point,
you
though.
know, like when, oh God,
It's
when,
easy to find
just
relation.
when T'Challa goes to like the sacred plane and sees his dad and goes, "You were wrong." And he looks to his entire ancestry and goes, "All of you were wrong. All of you." That sort of defiance, like I felt that. Like that was a human thing that I felt.
It's emotionally resonant.
It's emotionally resonant. And I just, you know, I understand where people are coming from when they think that superhero movies are just, you know, pop culture junk food.
Right.
But
not all junk food's bad. Some junk food tastes pretty good.
you know, if it's pop culture junk food, it's like the veggie straws of pop culture junk food.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Well, but I remember where this was going. So my original point, to tie it back to where we started from, is that when Martin Scorsese made these comments, there were people who came out in droves in like massive defense of these movies. Yeah. And I hate to say it, and like this could be a discussion, but if these Marvel films, if we're going to consider them films, we're going to consider them cinema, that means they're open to criticism. Yeah. And at where it stands right now, criticizing Marvel films on the internet gets you crucified. Yeah. Like, the Disney drones come out and fry you. Like lit you at the stake. Yeah. And I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm certainly not trying to cancel Martin Scorsese because he said that he didn't like Marvel films and doesn't think that they're cinema.
No. What?
You know, it's like,
first of all, who cares? Really? If you like Marvel films, Martin Scorsese's opinion shouldn't change your opinion
and you
on
know,
Marvel
like
films.
we talk about this sometimes, but like that falls into the realm of like opinions that you're allowed to have. Like, you know, it's not life or death. It's not children in cages. You're allowed to have an opinion on this.
Right. It's subjective.
It's subjective. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're right. See, my problem is not so much like people expressing that they don't like superhero movies. My problem is just like the way in which you do it. Mm-hmm. I've seen people think that they're so high and mighty because they don't like Marvel movies.
Because you don't like Marvel movies.
And it's like, why don't, like, they think that they're somehow like more conscious than me because I got really excited about every single Marvel movie as it came out over the last 10 years and they didn't. Right. And they're somehow better than me because of that. And it's like, listen, you're allowed to not like these movies. You're allowed to, if you've never seen a single Marvel movie in your life and it's because you genuinely weren't interested in it, totally fine.
It's fine.
That's fine. I am, though.
I grew up with comic books, so I've been really excited for these.
I am, though. Like I like it. So, and I'm allowed to like it. It's not hurting anybody, so I'm allowed to like it, and you're allowed to not like it, and we can exist on the same plane, and it's fine.
I think Martin Scorsese
Nobody's better than anybody.
Included that in his statement, where he's like, I'm not, like, I'm obviously paraphrasing, because I don't remember exactly what he said, but something along the lines of, like, it's fine if you like these movies. Like, and he like, pinpoints it. He's like, I'm not saying they're poorly made or bad. It's just my opinion. Right. You know, like, do you think Martin Scorsese went to go see Endgame opening night and clapped and cheered in the crowd?
Yeah.
Probably not.
That's fine.
And that's okay.
That's fine. I'm sure there were thousands of people who did the exact same thing as Martin Scorsese and just stayed the fuck home.
Totally.
You're allowed to do that. And you know what? If you're not gonna like the movie, I want you to do that. Yeah. You know?
This is
like,
for the fans.
I'm just gonna watch it and have a good time and, you know, clap when Thor crashes down in Wakanda like everybody else.
It was lit. So I have to say though, Marvel fans, if you're listening right now, all of you, y'all gotta cool it in the movie theaters, man. Like, I understand how it's exciting. I understand how cheering is fun, but shut up. People cheered at the start of Joker.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's
like
so
the
lame.
DC thing that they started, it was like, woo!
That's so lame.
It's like, first of all, this is a disconnected movie from any cinematic franchise.
Yeah.
Like, Joker is not a part of a cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, like, he is, but like...
No, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is separate from the DCU.
Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the character. I was like, Cameron.
No. That particular Joker, like Todd Phillips' Joker, is not a part of any cinematic universe. Yeah. It's a standalone film. Yeah. So, I get it, the comic book crowd... And I also went to get opening night, which is my fault.
You're bad, yeah.
But, like, by the end of the movie, I could tell that the comic book crowd was like... This wasn't really like a comic book movie. Because it really, like, it is very much a comic book movie, but it is also a drama of sorts. It's
about a dude.
Yeah. If anything, it's a character study. Yeah. Whether or not that's effective is a whole other conversation. I would want you to see the movie before we talked about it. Mm-hmm. And when people cheered at the start of Joker, I was like, these people are tone deaf. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
You're not watching like but okay, let me say something perfectly clear. I'm not trying to say you shouldn't cheer in Joker because it's some kind of artistic achievement, because it's really not.
Yeah.
You shouldn't cheer at the start of movies because you're watching a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. I also just like, I don't know, you have no idea what you're about to be in for.
Yeah.
Cheer when it's done if you really liked it.
I mean, the only time...
I know you don't want people to cheer at all, but I'm just saying, like...
Yeah.
Like, timeline-wise, you don't know what you're getting into when, like, the movie is about to start.
Exactly.
And the DC
Joker,
logo is coming on. You haven't seen anything
and then he starts
yet.
killing folks. And it's
Nobody's done anything
like,
yet.
I bet you feel stupid about cheering, don't you? Because now he's a bad guy. Moron. Or it's like, even when we watched Infinity War and Endgame, and people started cheering, like, I myself didn't cheer, and I thought there was a lot of moments where people cheered, but I was like, shut up.
Yeah.
But then there was, like, one moment, when, like, you just mentioned earlier, when Thor lands in Wakanda near the end of Infinity War, where, like, I didn't cheer, but I was like, okay, this was earned.
I clapped.
This was earned.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, if people are going to get excited at any point in the movie, this is the appropriate time to get excited.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Other than that, shut up. You're in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, just be quiet.
Yeah, they can't
like,
hear you. Save that for the theater.
Yeah, really.
Actually, because, like, that would make me feel really good as an actor.
Well, it's like, you told me a story one time. I think your dad said this, where he went to go see Dreamgirls when it was in theaters.
Oh, my uncle told the story.
Uncle.
Yeah,
And
when Jennifer Hudson sings I'm telling you I'm not going, and she hits the note in that song, people were, like, standing up. Like,
like
standing ovations.
in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
And anyone at home who's seen that movie might agree with this. That is probably the only time when that's appropriate.
Yeah.
Because she deserves a standing ovation for that shit.
Yeah. And, like, you know, you have to think about the time that Dreamgirls came out in, because it was huge for Jennifer Hudson because she had been on American Idol, was doing really well on American Idol, and then came in, like, 7th place or something unfair like that.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, what?
Fuck American Idol.
What?
Yeah.
And apparently there was, like, a power outage in, like, the place where most of her votes came from. So, like, a bunch of people, like, didn't, like, couldn't vote. Yeah, exactly.
They were sabotaged.
Yeah, air quotes, power outage. And people just thought it was genuinely unfair that she didn't wind up winning American Idol. But then she did them one better because now she actually has a career.
What to say, yeah. How many people from... I can name...
She's doing better than most American Idol winners.
I can think of one American Idol winner. I'm not even 100% sure. Is Celine Dion American Idol?
No.
Did she come from one of these shows?
No.
What's her roots? Do you remember?
Celine Dion? She's a singer. Like, she came up, like...
Well, I thought she got famous through something.
No.
I'm looking this up, man.
No,
I'm
Celine Dion had already been in the music business for like 20 years when American Idol came out.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Celine Dion was just like discovered or something. Like,
one sec.
she was, no.
I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Maybe she was on, no, because she's Canadian too. So it's like, what talent show would she have even been on?
Okay, so
She couldn't have been on American Idol.
it wasn't American Idol, but I was right. She gained international recognition by winning both the 1982 Yamaha World Popular Song Festival and the 1988 Eurovision Song Contest. So, yeah, she got famous through contests.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I didn't know that.
That's the only reason why I thought it was American
Okay,
Idol.
okay.
I didn't know which contests.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. But no, Kelly Clarkson is the first and probably most successful American Idol winner.
I didn't know that. I didn't know she won American Idol.
She was the first American Idol winner.
No way.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Do you remember how many fucking contest shows there used to be?
Yep.
Like, I remember, like, there was American Idol, and there was The Voice, there's X Factor, there's...
The Voice and X Factor are still on.
Cool. There's America's Best Dance Crew.
Yep.
Which was my personal favorite.
Yep. So you think you can dance?
That is also still going on, I think.
I don't think so, actually.
No, Dancing with the Stars is still going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the other one.
But then there's
America's Got Talent.
There's like Europe's Got Talent and shit.
There's all the different. There's a bunch of different. Depending on where you live, there's a different.
Got
Talent, X Factor, and I think The Voice too.
Cool.
There are different versions of The Voice all over the world.
Can I just say, I've watched. You watch America's Got Talent ever? Like a single episode?
Yeah.
I don't think they should allow singers on that show.
No.
Because I think it's bullshit.
No.
It's like, there's a million shows
there are
about
other
singing.
singing competitions.
Go
This
to
is for
those
like
ones.
this. America's Got Talent is for like magicians and
contortionists.
Exactly. Yeah.
I want to see like a high flying trapeze artist win America's Got Talent.
Yeah,
Not some
agree.
kid who can sing opera. Like, oh, good
I agree.
for you.
I agree. Maybe that is the thing though with America's Got Talent, because I think with American Idol and I think The Voice as well, there's an age limit.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're under 18, but you have a damn good voice, you can't go on you can't go on American Idol or The Voice or X Factor.
I didn't know that.
Or maybe, I think you can go on X Factor.
I feel like I've seen minors on those shows, though.
Not American Idol.
No?
You certainly have to be 18.
I believe you for American Idol, but I think these other shows, I'm pretty confident I've seen young children on some of these shows.
I think there have been children on X Factor, or at least young people.
I saw this one duet on Twitter that's floating around for one of these singing shows of like these two twins or something that had this like angelic voice. There's like crazy good singers. So I see shit like that all the time. Actually, you know what I was really into for a while? This is a weird thing to talk about, but I watch videos from time to time because they elicit an emotional reaction that makes me like cry but feel good. Like, you ever watch like videos
like military of like people coming home?
Yeah, like military reunions or like people seeing their dogs after years apart or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that shit always makes me, it's a weird, I haven't done it in a very long time. But when I was, I guess, a little sadder, I would watch these things because they make you feel better. And in my cycle of watching these videos, something I got into was golden buzzer moments.
Yes.
I think the X Factor.
X Factor,
because like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the way this works is like every judge has one press of the golden buzzer, which means that this contestant is going further no matter what. Like fuck the rest of the judges. Like they're going.
They override.
So like I watched this compilation ages ago of like Simon Cowell golden buzzer presses because he's like he's such a hard ass.
Yeah, he's a bastard.
And like he's known for being such a bastard.
Yeah.
So like someone like sings their heart out and everyone was like, that was very good, and it gets to Simon and he's just like, and everyone's like, yeah. Whoops. It's very emotional and it's very touching.
Especially coming from Simon, who's supposedly like the toughest person. I never thought that Simon Cowell. I mean, I think he played it up in the earlier seasons of American Idol for a little bit, but going like right now, like on X Factor, I think he's actually like rather fair.
I'm sure he's kind of like Gordon Ramsay.
And there was a moment in the American Idol days where like he kind of like he kind of given up on being like the negative person all the time,
right? And
was just like
tired of the bad PR.
He was just the most rational one.
Yeah.
Where like, you know, like it was still like Colin and Randy and Paula, and Paula was the yes woman and Randy was kind of like wishy-washy, but like
Paula was like on another planet all the time.
Yeah.
I'd come to her and she'd be like, I love you.
Yeah, but like Simon was just like offering actual criticism and he would tell you exactly why he did or didn't like you.
Is he a producer? Is that what he does normally?
He's like
I guess he's just a TV personality now.
I think he was like the head of a record company.
I'm gonna Google what exactly his position is.
Like an A&R person or something. Kind of like an L.A. Reid or like David Geffen.
Okay.
Kind of deal.
Damn, Simon Cowell is 60?
Only?
He looks really good for 60.
Okay.
I mean, I think he does.
I guess, yeah.
Pretty handsome man.
Yeah. You're looking at a picture of him right now.
He's an English television music and talent show judge, businessman, A&R executive, talent manager, television, so on and so forth.
So he's been a talent manager and he's also been an A&R representative, which I think the role of an A&R person is dead now.
What does that mean, A&R?
So A&R people used to be responsible for like just going to clubs and going to bars and like talent shows around whatever town they lived in and look like scoping out talent.
It's like scouts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But in the age of like SoundCloud and social media, people can promote themselves. People can get themselves out there.
Right.
Like there's no need like the execs themselves just through like scrolling through Twitter or SoundCloud or back in the day MySpace
or YouTube
could just find people by themselves. They didn't have to hire a whole separate person to like do that for them.
It's like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber had to start on YouTube.
Yeah.
He recorded a bunch of acoustic
and then
songs
Justin
himself.
Timberlake and Usher both directly found him.
Yeah.
And like
they were like browsing the fucking the 10 view videos on YouTube.
Yeah, and they were like
came across this cover and was like, this kid's got pipes. No, he's Justin Bieber.
Exactly. Or like Shawn Mendes most recently, who got famous through Vine. You know, like someone found him on Vine and was like signed.
Is that the like something big is happening guy? Yeah. Is that his song?
That's like his first song, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, most recently he has Senorita with Camila Cabello.
I don't think I heard that.
I love it when you call me Senorita. da.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, I've
wish
heard
I
that
could
song.
Pretend I didn't need ya.
That came on in a Subway that I was in.
Yeah.
And
Comes on all the
I
time.
now associate it with Subway, so I don't like it
So
very
now you
much.
have now you have indigestion.
So now now I want to take a shit and go to sleep.
But yeah, no, I remember like back in the day, like everybody used to want to be like an A&R person because they wanted their entire job to just be like
Go listen to good art.
Go like listen to new music and be like, you're gonna make it big, kid.
Yeah.
Come with me.
Yeah. You want to be a star?
You want to be a star?
You want to suck this dick? It's like, what?
Not quite.
Is that a part of this?
You took it a little too far. But yeah. We're talking about what Simon Cowell used to do. So yeah, Simon Cowell did that, and he was a talent manager. So like, the reason why he was like the voice of reason on like judge shows is because like you have a singer, a producer, and then the guy who brings those people together, and like you have a rounded out
the one
panel.
who knows how to turn this voice into money.
Yeah.
Who's arguably the most qualified opinion here.
Yeah, and
arguably.
you have a fully rounded out panel.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's funny. Earlier, I brought up this comparison of Simon Cowell to Gordon Ramsay. Whereas I feel like when I was a kid, Gordon Ramsay's reputation was like the psychotic chef. And I feel like as I've grown up, it's not that anymore. Like.
Yeah. No. I read this on Tumblr a really long time ago. Because someone had made a compilation of like Gordon Ramsay's like kids cooking show and him being nice to kids.
Yeah.
And
he's like, you could do it.
Yeah.
You're
And someone said like, Gordon Ramsay only yells when he feels that the people doing the job should know better.
Yeah.
You know?
Like professionals.
Yeah. Like he really, like there's not suffering fools, and then there's exactly what Gordon Ramsay does. And it's like, if you say, and that's the thing, right? Like that's the thing with Kitchen Nightmares, is he goes to these restaurants, these people have opened restaurants, claim that they're chefs,
like serving moldy food and shit,
and are serving bad food to people and can't keep a restaurant going and aren't paying their staff properly, and they're doing a bad job and they should know better, and they know that they're doing a bad job and they're not doing anything about it, so he yells at them.
Yeah.
And the reason why that works is because it's somehow it got bastardized and it got turned into, look at this crazy man yell at people,
right,
when what it really should have been is like,
look at the incompetence,
feel catharsis. And imagine if Gordon Ramsay came in and yelled at your boss.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And that's the beautiful thing about Kitchen Nightmares is like, not so much that he yells at people, but it's like he yells at people and you get to see the waitress in the background who's been dealing with this for years get her just desserts, seeing her boss get yelled at by a Michelin star chef.
Yeah.
You know, it feels really good.
Someone
and you almost
like
want to be that person.
Very qualified to be criticizing this person.
Yeah. And then he'll like take them aside and he'll like talk to like the head hostess and be like, so what's going on with this? And she'll be like, let me tell you about this fucking guy. And then he'll go in the back and yell at them about it and like stuff like that. I remember there was one episode where the owners were taking tips, which unfortunately they're not the first people to do this and they're not the only people who have ever done this, where they take all the tips from waitresses.
Oh, like there's no tip pot. It's just like,
it just goes to the managers.
give me your tips.
It just goes to the owners. They take it.
Fucking horseshit.
Yeah. And Gordon Ramsay like saw it happen.
Okay.
Went, ripped the money out of their hands, like the exact amount that was supposed to go to the waitresses, and he went to her and he was like, you deserve this. This is for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big. Good for him.
Yeah. And then went back, proceeded to go back and continue ripping them a new one.
I mean, hey man, listen, like, I have a lot of respect for Gordon Ramsay. I'm sure a lot of people do. I don't think it's an unpopular opinion to be like Gordon Ramsay's a good chef. But something I love about Gordon Ramsay, he does a series of videos where it's like, you know, he's like, oh, I'm a chef and I make all these crazy dishes, but like, I'm going to teach you how to make something that you can make.
Yeah.
And he's really fucking good
at
teaching you how to make really simple things.
Well, my aunt, whose cooking we both love, most of the things that she makes are from Gordon Ramsay's cookbook.
And fuck, man.
Yeah.
Shows.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, she's an excellent chef, and I'm sure she
course.
could keep up with Gordon Ramsay at like an intermediate level.
Right.
She's no novice. But,
Ain't no slouch.
you know, she follows his cookbook. It's followable.
Oh my god. So I know this is a sentiment that we both agree with. So I feel like there's been a change with people our age where it's like a lot of my friends I know cook. Not everyone I know like
Not to your level.
Okay, well,
nobody attempts like, you know, Italian dishes.
I'm
and
by no means
has a place that he goes to for his olive oil.
well,
you know,
okay.
like
Listen,
you.
Everyone's making it.
I'm not trying to make fun of you.
No,
I mean,
I know.
I am, but like in a good natured way, because
Understand.
like I then eat the food and I benefit from it.
Of course.
So.
I'm happy that people like the food I make.
Yeah.
But I really don't think I'm this like above the star cook, you know? I think if anything I'm slightly above average. Like I don't think I'm this like fucking fantastic cook.
Yeah.
The reason why is because if you're at home and you're struggling with cooking, you can't quite figure things out, I'm telling you right now, follow the recipe to the T. Just do it.
Yeah.
Their instructions, follow them. like it is. Trust me when I say
I know
this.
it sounds ridiculous to measure out a teaspoon, but like by all means, get like your measuring spoons, get the teaspoon, and like measure it out.
And if it looks like it's not enough, it's enough. Trust me.
Yeah.
If you're inexperienced in cooking and you think like, oh, this doesn't quite look right,
Just
go with it.
It looks
right. It
Just
looks
go
right.
with it.
Trust me, it looks right.
Yeah.
There was so many times early on in my like cooking when I first started
Endeavors,
cooking.
yeah.
Endeavors is the right word. Where I was like, oh, it doesn't quite look like how I imagined it would look.
Yeah.
And I would change something and it would fuck up.
Yeah.
Now I'm at the point where I'm pretty comfortable in the kitchen. So like if I think like, oh, this would taste better with like a little bit more, like I'm just gonna be like boop and add a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then most of the time it works out.
Yeah.
But early on and you're learning, just fucking follow the recipe.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
You'll be way happier.
You'll be so much
with this
happier.
food and food tastes better after you cook it.
Yeah.
When you cook meals you make yourself, it becomes a double-edged cathartic feeling where on one hand it tastes really good, on the other hand you made it yourself.
Yeah.
It's very rewarding.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Sorry, I kind of went on a little bit of a tangent there.
No, it feels so much better. I mean, like, and you know, like, the more you make food for yourself, the more you also appreciate food when you go out to eat, because you don't do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So the meals that you do go out to eat for feel really good because you've had it less, so it means more.
I have a question for you, Sam.
Okay.
Is there a restaurant that you will never go back to, having already been there once? I know my number one.
What's that?
Eastside Mario's.
Okay.
Like, is that even a shock? Like,
I thought maybe you would say Jack Astor's, but then I remembered that I dragged you into a Jack Astor's a couple times last year.
the thing with if we're really gonna open this can of worms, my problem with Jack Astor's isn't necessarily the food or the quality. It's the price you pay for the food you get. Like, I don't think it's bad food.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it's way too expensive.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, when I go to... It's a good example. When we went to... I'll use Fireside, our favorite diner/deli restaurant. That's it's local to Sam's house.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite fucking restaurants. It's a fair price, and the food you get is tasty compared to the price.
Yeah.
If Fireside went up in price, I'd probably feel a little less good about going there.
Yeah.
Which isn't to say the food is bad. The food is awesome.
Yeah.
You get great portions and it's really tasty.
Yeah.
But you go to Jack
Fills you
Astor's,
up.
you pay $19 for a fucking chicken parmesan.
I was gonna say,
that's like a size of a hockey puck.
Like 4 fish tacos cost like $20, and I'm like, this isn't right.
No.
This isn't right.
It's why I've had to peel... Oh my god, that's another thing, but we'll get to that in a minute. It's why I have to peel back on restaurants like Boston Pizza.
Yep.
I love me some Boston Pizza. I think the food is very good.
Yep.
But I do think that it's too expensive.
Yep.
Flat out. It's just so expensive.
Absolutely.
So... Eastside Mario's. The reason why I'll never go to fucking Eastside Mario's is because if I want to eat a Delicioso pizza, I'll just buy one from the store. I don't need to go to a restaurant and pay $25 for it. For fuck's sake.
It's really I actually I never order pizza when I go to Eastside Mario's. So like I can't recall. Their pasta is fine, but like how do you fuck up fettuccine alfredo?
Yeah, man. It's possible.
How do you fuck up spaghetti?
Do you have what's your restaurant? Do you have a restaurant?
I don't know. I'm really, really generous. Like
you're far more generous than I am.
I gotta say, Cam, like you love Boston pizza. I do not love Boston pizza as much as you love Boston pizza.
And that's fine.
I really don't. I think it's unfair how expensive everything is.
It is very expensive.
That's the main thing that pisses me off about it is how dare you be a sports bar and charge like $20 for just because you put shrimp in it.
What is this, Shoeless Joe's?
Like fuck off. And you've kind of made me realize that about Montana's, even though I do love me some Montana's. Montana's is expensive and it has no right to be.
When we went to Montana's that one time on that gift card and got an extra appetizer. We
Yeah.
thought like, oh, we're on a gift card. Let's spend all of the gift cards. Like a
Yeah.
$60 gift card.
Yeah.
And that bitch came out to
$80.
$80. I was like, I am never coming back here
Yeah.
again.
Well, we got drinks, we got multiple appetizers, we got a main, and we got dessert.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we did order a lot.
Not $80 worth of food.
$80 was a bit of a stretch.
My pasta sucked.
That's the other thing, too, is that, like, in order to prevent being disappointed and not wanting to go to restaurants ever again, I'm trying to do this thing where I just stick to what the restaurant claims to know.
That's fair.
It's very nice of Montana's to make pasta, so you have that option, so
Mm-hmm.
their menu is more varied. Montana's is a roadhouse.
Well, I got like a smoky pasta. I got
like
it was like I don't remember what it was.
get nachos, get chicken fingers, get ribs, get
You're right.
like just stick to what they know. You know, it's a that's I think we went to some like Irish pub with your family one time. It wasn't when we were in Blue Mountain, but it was somewhere else. And like I ordered pasta and I was like, and I didn't like it, and I was like, well, of course I didn't like it. It's a fucking they probably make this dish like once a month, and
Yeah.
I'm the sucker who ordered it once a month, and they're like, oh, they want the penne?
Yeah.
Nobody ever orders the penne.
So
Okay. Okay. I can do this. I have this. They take off the pasta and they like
yeah,
blow
really
dust off
blow
of
the
it.
dust, blow the weed.
I
off
haven't
of it.
used this in a while.
Oh, I'm gonna bust out the semolina flour.
Yeah.
So, okay, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I agree with that sentiment. But if you have bad food on your menu, take it off your menu.
I know.
I don't care.
I know.
I don't care if I go to Boston
I
Pizza
know.
and I never order the pasta. Then just have a menu full of chicken fingers. Make like 9 different kinds of chicken fingers.
I know.
Like it's on the menu. If I can
know.
order it, then it should be good because you're a restaurant.
I know. I know, but they don't.
I know.
They don't, and we're spending money there, so just stick to what the restaurant seems to know.
Sure.
You know, and just like
That's
don't
why
get
I
your
don't
heart
get poutine
broken.
at McDonald's because
You know,
I love McDonald's
like
fries,
there you go.
but they don't make good poutine.
There you go. Exactly.
Poutine.
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 Don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. Make fun of French people.
Don't make fun of French.
Oh my god. So sorry. I
But
hate
yeah, no.
to-
Let me get back to you on restaurants that I just like will not ever go back to.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I saw Boston Pizza is doing the strangest thing
Okay.
I have ever seen.
Okay.
With their Christmas menu. They have like a Christmas menu.
Ew.
You can get like Christmas dinner pizza.
Ew.
That's like gravy as a base.
Yeah.
With like
ew,
turkey and like cranberry
ew,
sauce.
Ew.
That is so fucking gross. Hang on, one sec.
Gross.
I'm gonna go on Uber Eats right now, and I'm gonna read off some of these pizzas.
That's so gross.
I'm glad you agree because I saw that. And
That's
I was
that's like a Jurassic Park thing where it's like you spend so much time wondering if you could that you never thought to ask if you should.
Exactly.
Like, fine.
Hang on.
Pizza is very versatile and like you can theoretically like as long as you have a sauce and a meat and a veg, you can put it on a pizza.
All right.
And it'll be a pizza. But you
Is
shouldn't do that.
here is the here's their Christmas selection. Okay, let me see here. It's called the holiday promotion. Every time you order this, you get a free Toblerone.
No, not worth it.
So
Don't dangle that carrot in my face.
hey, you
Don't dangle that pyramid-sized carrot in my face.
So, first up, Sam, the Christmas pizza. All of the flavors of traditional Christmas dinner on a pizza. Seasoned rotisserie turkey, house-made stuffing, rosemary sage cream sauce, and Italian cheeses, served with cranberry sauce and warm turkey gravy. Fucking gross. That is so gross.
Can I see the picture of it?
One sec. I'm gonna get through all of them and I'll hand you the phone. And you can look at them.
We should take a screen cap for it to promote the
Sure.
episode
This will
when
be
it
in the
comes
video.
out. Yeah.
I'll put it in the video.
Yeah.
Cranberry barbecue ribs.
No.
Slow roasted and glazed with our seasonal cranberry barbecue sauce. Served with house-made stuffing, turkey gravy, vegetables, garlic toast, and side.
That doesn't sound too bad, but like
That sounds fucking gross.
it also sounds gross.
Oh, this one just sounds normal,
Yeah.
actually. Smoked Gouda and poblano ravioli.
That's fine.
That just sounds good. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Christmas poutine are all Canadian French fries seasoned and tossed with pizza mozzarella, topped with rotisserie turkey, house-made stuffing, turkey gravy, and cranberry sauce. Gross. I'm
not on
sorry.
top of fries. See, like
That's gross.
No, if you just made a poutine with turkey and cheese curds and gravy,
Yeah.
and you call that your Thanksgiving poutine,
I've had that poutine.
totally fine. Totally fine.
She's looking,
He just
Sam
handed
is
me the
looking at the
picture.
pictures now.
Oh my god, there's like a dollop of cranberry sauce in the middle.
It's so gross.
Ew.
Someone at Boston Pizza needs to be fired for this.
No, that's so gross.
It is so fucking
It's
gross,
like-
Sam.
It's like reminiscent of the pierogi pizza. You know how it has a dollop of sour
Yeah.
cream in the middle?
But the difference is the
big
pierogi
heap, but
pizza
it's
is
like
delicious.
cranberry sauce. Ew. That's so gross.
Oh god, Boston
Turkey
Pizza.
stuffing.
Listen, I love you, BP. I really do. But this is a
No.
miss. This is a hard miss. Who's ordering this?
Gravy with pizza. Gravy with pizza.
Yeah, no.
Get out of my face.
That's
Get
listen,
out of my face. Leave me alone.
Like 20 podcasts ago, we had a conversation about experimental pizzas.
Yeah.
This is in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And I think that both of us can agree on this.
I hate it.
Like, you know?
Thanks, I hate it.
Oh god. But
Yeah.
we're out of time today, Sam. So lesson number 1 is don't go to Boston Pizza and order their fucking Christmas gross
Get the fucking
turkey pizza.
Get the jambalaya fettuccine.
Lesson number 2 is get
That's
the
my
jambalaya
bag.
fettuccine at Boston Pizza.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor. That's actually a pretty good pasta.
Yeah.
Um,
It's by no means authentic jambalaya, but like it tastes good.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
food that tastes good.
Lesson number 3 is I hope you smoke a bowl tonight and have a good day like Sam did at the start of the podcast.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope I want to take my good day and spread it out, and hopefully other people can have a day like that, because we really do need these days. You
Yeah.
really do need a day where you just win.
Especially with the end
You
of the
know?
world coming.
You need a W. So I hope you get a W soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and everything just goes your way for a whole day. Sorry, I hit the mic. We went a whole episode
Fucking-
without fucking.
Damn it!
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm sorry.
So, next week, next Tuesday at 3 p.m., we'll be back once again.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for 24 weeks now. Going to be 25 soon. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do game stuff over there.
Love y'all.
Keep your ear to the ground for more podcast type stuff projects in the future. It's a happening.
Yeah, boy.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
And all this other shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? Tell your friends about us. Tell your dog about us.
Tell your therapist about us.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. We've caused people many problems.
Hopefully your therapist likes me and wants to be my therapist.
There you go.
Because I could use some therapy.
If you're a therapist, call us.
Yeah.
Call us. Let us know.
Follow us if you're a therapist.
And we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.